joining me in my Scrappy Saturday video series today. And for today I've got a process video for my Project Live week 9 for you. I am going to be mainly using the Sandlot kit from Calico. This is an old one, it's from August 2014, so let's get started. So as you can see there, I'm just kind of using the letter stickers from the kit. Just it's a white one, and just sticking it on just to show that it's week 9. And I'm just moving around, just making sure that it's in the middle, and yeah, sticking it down. And now I'm thinking what I'm going to do with the dates, and then I am going away to get the date stamps from, so I believe this is the Project Live one, and I'm using the Stays On black ink just to stamp directly onto my photo. So I think it's called Jet Black actually. So that's it for that card. And then actually I'm also just using my my Sharpie to just draw a dash in the middle of the two dates. And then the next thing I'm using is just looking through how I'm going to use this banner. There's a wooden banner that came in the kit. I don't really know how to use them. I got a lot of them and in the kit, and I just don't know. I find them a little bit difficult to use. Yeah. And so the next thing I'm actually doing is just to stick down a label sticker, which is, I bought it separately from the kit. It's actually from Calico as well. I believe you can still get them. They're like 99 cents or something from Calico website. Yeah. And then I was just thinking what I'm going to do next in terms of decorating the top right photo. And as you can see there, I've just got this acetate which says better with you, and I'm just thinking how I'm going to stick that down, and thinking I want to kind of mat that with some sort of a label behind it, and thinking how I'm going to do what I'm trying to do. Too many words on that. And then thinking. So I'm just going through my cards and see how, trying to find a label. And then I saw that label once again that I've used earlier on the bottom left photo, and decided to just use that one. And now I'm just thinking, where am I going to place it? So decided to stick that down, and then just use my tiny attacher to attach that acetate, transparency, onto the photo. I decided just to put it off to the side a little bit, just to kind of show some sort of movement in on the page, and writing down my journaling. And then I'm just going to stick this wooden star, which I got from Calico. Just stick it on using just glossy accent. I find glossy accent works quite well. I haven't been using it for very long, but I think it's relatively good. It sticks down quite well. What you see me there is just me changing my mind in terms of where I want to put that label. So I decided to just put it off center as well, just kind of once again show a movement onto the page, and kind of it's almost balancing the top right photo a little bit as well. And the next thing you'll see me doing is choosing my 3x4 cards that would go, so there's 2 of them that would go onto this page. So I'm just looking for something kind of reddish pink, and that would work well. And what I end up with is exactly what you can see there, but I'm also going to be attaching that wooden label onto the card as well. I actually want a place that I can do some journaling, so I decided to use that right kind of yellowish 3x4 card. And now I'm just doing my journaling on that Make More card, just using my precision pen. I'm always, I love the number 3 one. I think it's just the right size, and that's what I'm using right there. I didn't actually end up doing much on that 3x4 card on the left that said Make More. I think it's already busy enough. And the next thing you see me doing is just to cut that label. It says pinned and loved. And so I thought it was such a good saying, just to kind of just talk about my memories of that Saturday afternoon. And then I'm just thinking, sticking that yellow kind of rubber thing down. That yellow Saturday rubber thing actually came in the kit. I can't remember which one it was, but it's more recent than the one I'm using, which is the August 2014. Yeah, so I was just thinking also the heart, the wooden heart down, once again from Calico as well. And now I'm just writing down my journaling and just, describing what actually happened that afternoon. What essentially said was, we spent an afternoon in Geelong. After getting my hair done, we drove down, went to the waterfront area. We had some fish and chips and also some dessert at Panache, which is a pancake store, I believe. We had a hot chocolate, Andrew had a flat white, and we shared a lemon meringue cake. So that's essentially what I wrote on that card. Yeah. It's actually quite a long journaling card. I don't normally do that much journaling on my pages, to be honest. I'm not really a kind of a person that has a lot of words or write a lot, so yeah. And now I'm just sticking down that wooden star there. And I'm moving on to the next page, so the right page. And just choosing the cards that I want to use. And that Love You card in the middle there, as you can see, is actually from the Heart kit from Ali Edwards. This is part of her story kit. So yeah, so I believe this is from last month, not this month. This month is called Craft, but this particular card is actually from the Heart one, which is from last month. I really like how it looks. It's so clean. It's so Ali Edwards, and I just love her style. Yeah. And what you see me doing there is just sticking down that labels that came, I believe, in the kit. You can also get a digital version of that as well. I bought some and I printed it out just using a normal printer and then using Silhouette to cut them out. But these particular ones actually came in the kit. I'm also attempting to use these almost somewhat see-through labels. I have to admit I don't really like them. I'm going to find it quite difficult to use them. I also try to use them in other situations in the next layout as well, which I just ripped it off because I did not like how it was see-through, so it's kind of difficult to see what it says on it, I guess. And what you see me doing there is just kind of stick down that star. I started just using a tape runner to stick it down and decided I didn't like the colour. I didn't like the pattern that kind of have at the back of the star that you can actually see, so I decided to just use a glossy accent just to stick it down, and it actually worked quite well. You can still see that there's glue behind it, but it's not as obvious, I guess. And the card on the left, I'm just journaling directly onto that card. and that card, the 3x4 card, actually came with the kit, and I essentially just describing the breakfast photo that you see in the middle left-ish there. And yeah, so now I'm just thinking I want to kind of stick on this wooden star, once again from Calico. I got quite a few of them. I really like how small they are, and then they add a lot without, you know, making it look cluttered. So I bought actually 2 packs of them. I really like them. So, and now I'm just thinking what I'm going to do in that area, and decided to swap the positions of the photo with this card. And this card once again came from the heart kit from Ali Edwards Story Kit. Yeah, so that's just the heart, and also I also sticking down the chipboard sticker that came in the kit as well. Also sticking down that star there. I'm very sorry that it's shaky table that I think on my elbow or my knee must have hit the table or something. So now I'm just doing some journaling on that love you card, describing my afternoon at a farm shop, a farm cafe. They also sell food. Yeah, and I decided just to journal on an angle to replicate how the card, how the love you is printed onto that card. So you can see it's a little bit of on an angle, I guess. And I was just thinking, how am I going to journal onto that photo of my coffee cup? It's actually a hot chocolate. Yeah, so I'm just using the card that came in the kit. And then I'm just cutting using a hole punch, using a circle punch to punch out that coffee cup image, and just stick that on. And keeping it quite simple, to be honest. I know it's white on white, and that's why I decided to pop a dot of that circle coffee thing on top. And I'm relatively happy with it. It's a relatively simple layout, and that's essentially it. Thank you for joining me in my video series today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up so that I know that you like it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!